Hi, brother. How are you? I've been watching your videos and I see how people are opening up, sharing their secrets with you. So I thought, let me also come to you and spill everything out that is in my heart. Maybe I can feel a little bit better because, as for now, life has been so difficult for me. Maybe there is someone that is also going through the same thing that I am going through, or someone that is about to do Wugutwala rituals. All that I can say is, gents, please let us just work hard for our families and let us not sacrifice the kids that God would have given to us. For a child is like a gift. There are people out there who wish that they can just have kids, but they can't. Then God gives you a child and you end up sacrificing your child. I know that what I did, there is no way that I can even return back to church and I start to worship. I can go to church and pretend that I am a born again Christian, but I am not a born again Christian. Everything that I do it because of the evilness that is in my heart. You see me now, you see the money. I live a very beautiful life, but I am like a zombie. I am walking around, but I feel like a dead man. Even someone that is dead is far much better than I am. And when I die, this is what terrifies me the most because I don't even know where I am going to. So most of the people, they just think that in life it is all about hustling, but you do not know that there is something else that people do in order for them to become wealthy. And if you have a relative that all of a sudden got wealthy, you need to be afraid. First of all, be afraid that maybe they might have been involved in an armed robbery, and then there is someone that had died in that robbery, because when blood is spilled, does not matter you use muti or a gun, the spirit of that person will keep on following you. In a family where there are a lot of murders that are happening, know that there is someone, even your uncle, who killed someone else. So this spirit will keep on following your family. And if you have a relative that just made money and they can't explain it to you, you need to pray to ask God so that God can tell you if that person killed or did Ugutwala rituals, because the man that has done Ugutwala rituals is no longer a man but has been transformed into a demon. A Togoloshi does not think about anything else than to please himself with his sacrifices that he would have been told that he needs to do. It was back in 2021. I was that guy. I had a good job. I had a beautiful wife. I had a house. Everything was running proper, but I was greedy, Nashim. I wanted to become rich overnight. I never knew that to run a business, it is very difficult. There are people that run big businesses, but they don't profit so much. It is all about making sure that you can break even. It was something that I did not know, that when you are running a business, it is all about breaking even, not maximum profit at all the times. This is what will make most of the businesses to run to the ground, because they want to push themselves so far, so much that they won't be able to make profit and they lose a lot. Instead of savings, of using my savings to settle my home loan, I went and I took out a massive loan. You know what I did with the massive loans that I had gotten from my bank? After so many years, just putting money in my bank, my pay slips and everything, without taking any other credit, except for the house which we were paying each and every month. My credit score, it was so squeaky clean, as if I was a multimillionaire, but I knew how to properly calculate my finances, and my wife assisted me because we thought of buying another house later on in the future. But I took a massive loan after a friend of mine had given me bad advice. I took the money and I bought 4 cars for Uber. I thought that I was smart. I thought that maybe I was going to become a big transport boss, but Joburg humbled me. Within a year, everything went south. Those cars that I had bought in brand new at dealerships, the way that they were looking, drivers were crashing the cars, others, they were just stealing everything, the takings. They will tell you that your boss today We did not make any money. When it is time for them to submit the money, they will give you money that does not even make any sense. These were cars that I was supposed to pay, and I had already done a down payment. The bank wanted its money. The bank was breathing down my neck. I started doing dodgy things at work to cover the installments. Real corruption, Brother Nashi. I was working for the municipality, but I got caught and I got fired. And I did these rituals because I wanted my job back at the municipality, because I said if I can get my job at the municipality back, then it was going to be easy for me to pay for my installments. But still, I was unable to go back to work. I was caught, I was fired, and my name, it was blacklisted. The bank, they don't show you no mercy. They came and they repossessed all of the 4 cars after I stopped working. My good relationship with the bank just ended. My wife, she did not want to stay to watch the ship as it was sinking. She took the kids and she filed for divorce. I was scammed by every investor I met whilst I was trying to get back on my feet. Within 2 years, I went from a man that was staying in the suburbs to a guy that was sleeping on a mattress in a room, sometimes with no electricity, where we had to organize 5 rand, 10 rand so that we can just buy some electricity. The stress, it was just too much. It started with swollen legs. My heart literally could not take it anymore. I collapsed and I was admitted to Chris Hani Baragwan Hospital. I had high blood pressure that almost got me killed. I was lying there in the crowded ward, feeling sorry for myself. Here I was, a guy that hated public hospitals. I just wanted to get out of them. That was when I met this Zimbabwean guy who was in the bed next to me. He looked sick. But what caught my attention about this guy, he had a very expensive phone. I said, yo, this one from Zim, I think he stole this phone. So I was like, hey, Moon, this phone that you are using, where did you get it? I thought that maybe he had stolen it from someone before he had fallen sick. He laughed at me. He then took out this other small bag that he had and he showed me a very expensive watch. He laughed and he said, do you know that this watch, it can buy a car? Why would you think that maybe I don't deserve to use such an expensive phone? You need to be careful about the people that you judge, because there are people that you judge that look simple, but they are way richer than you are. And his phone kept on ringing every 5 minutes with business deals. I laughed at this guy and I said, this one is a chancer. He claimed that he was a multimillionaire. I laughed at him and I said, Chief, if you are so rich, why are you lying here in Bara? And I'm sure that you do not even have a passport. Where is your passport? Why are you not at Mediclinic or a Morningside with other rich people? He looked at me and he laughed and he said, I told you before that you might judge people that are supposed to assist you in life and you will miss your destiny. That is what he told me. So I said that maybe this man, there is something to it, because some of the women that came to see him this way, women of high standards that would come and see him, they would come, someone would come during the morning, the other one late in the evening, and he would say that all of these were his baby mamas. It did not make sense that this guy, if he was poor, I know women, they will never be around a man that is poor when they are that classy. So I said, I want you to tell me something, my brother. You know my story. I told him everything. The story that I told you, brother, that I was broke, my wife divorced me, and I was there in the hospital because of high blood pressure. The problems that I was facing, I could not take it anymore. Depression was killing me. I wanted him to tell me how he had managed to get rich. I was pitching some business ideas to him. He would laugh and would say, that business, it is a waste of time. I would think of something and I am going to help you. So one day we were talking. I told him that I was about to leave the hospital because the doctors had said that I was okay. Then he said, okay, give me your phone numbers. he told me something that was so funny, and I said, this one is not just a chancer. He thinks he is also Trevor Noah. And he told me that his rituals, they demanded that once a year he must leave his mansion and sleep in a public hospital for a week, and he must eat the food, he must stay in that public place and stay amongst the poor people to keep the spirits happy. We talked, and I told him everything about me, how I lost everything. When I was discharged, he just said, give me your phone numbers and I am going to call you. So I waited and I waited for about 2 weeks before he called me. When he called me, I just thought that maybe it was one of those debt collectors that are always on your case if you are owing the bank. So I was even scared to pick up the phone, but I picked it up anyway. And then we spoke, and he told me that I was supposed to see him before he would fly out of South Africa. And I was like, hey man, now I am talking with people that use aeroplane. Let me go. We met at a restaurant in Senton, and for sure, the guy was wealthy. When he came, he was with this woman. She was so beautiful. He said to me that he wanted to assist me, and if I wanted to recover what I had lost, I was supposed to go with him to Zim. That was where his source of wealth came from. We drove through and we went to Beitbridge. This was after I had done some other processes so that I can get my papers. We did not even stay in a city. We just went straight to the rural areas. That was when I was introduced to a Sandawana. And I had always heard about Sandawanas. I thought that in Zim, you can even see Tokoloshis walking everywhere. It was not what I expected. When I was at that traditional healer's house, when they showed me some oil, and when they said that this oil, it belonged to a Sandawana, it was something that was just normal. I just thought that maybe it was cooking oil. I was told that I had to take this oil and I had to put it inside of the lotion that I use, and I was supposed to carry that bottle with me. And if I follow each and every contract will come to me if I followed the rules that the healer had given to me. So things started to work out. Let me tell you, it worked so fast. It was so scary. I was told to apply for a tender with a new company. I did not even qualify and I got a tender. It is not easy to just get a tender, especially with a new company that has a new profile. It is a little bit difficult. But all of a sudden, this tender was awarded to me. I was told that this Sandawana, it makes the people that sort out the papers, and when they select a company, they can be blinded by the motive that you'll be having, and then they can award the tender to you even if you do not qualify at all. No corruption there. I was getting calls from people that I had never met, people that were offering me partnership, and I started to make so much money. I got my life back. I doubled it. I bought houses. I bought cars. And I became a certified blesser, sleeping with these young women, those that love money. So here is the thing that people never tell you about these rituals. These ancestors, they don't just give you, they will also demand something that you are supposed to give them back. Since I started using the oil in the late 2023, I have lost 4 relatives. My favorite auntie, my younger cousin, my uncle, and my own brother. All of them, they died because of accident or sudden illness. And the worst part is that they don't leave me alone. All the people that I have sacrificed, the moment that this person stops breathing, they wake up as a ghost, then they start to haunt me. Every night when I close my eyes, sometimes even when my eyes are open, I can see the ghost of my auntie. She will be crying. And this auntie of mine, I feel so sorry for him because she also participated in my education. She was a teacher. She made sure that I became so good in school. And when they look at me, they will be crying. Why did you kill us? Is the money worth our lives? What happened to our children? I try to tell them that I did not know. when I went to Zim that I was supposed to sacrifice them, they can beat me. And when they beat me up, I can stay locked up indoors because I do not want people to see that I have a swollen face. So I just stay indoor. People always ask me, like, why do you travel a lot? Brother, do you know that there are people that don't sleep at night? I travel between N1, N3, and 12 at night during the day. Since I am a businessman, people they just think that maybe I am just busy. But when I go on the N1, N3, or N12, I'm not just traveling. This is how I cleanse myself. The rituals that were given to me, they are completely different from the rituals that the Zimbabwean guy does. It sounds crazy, but this is how I do it. I drive for many kilometers out of Joburg. I look for those poor people. You know them, man. These people that sell herbs, they sell some stuff like mpesum and other things that they sell by the side of the highway. There are old ladies selling fruits by the side of the highway, guys standing in the sun selling brooms. When I come across such a person, I stop the car and then I give them the money. When I travel, this money, it is supposed to be inside of my underwear, close to my private parts. And then I remove it before I go out of the car. But I have a room that was given to me. I am never supposed to give more than 1,000 rands to one person. So it is not me being kind. I feel so sorry for these people. When I give them the money, they are like, you are so kind, say, you have given me all of this money. I was suffering. I did not even have any food at home. There was this other lady. I will never forget that woman because when I stopped my car, this lady, she was selling marula by the side of the N1. And then I got out, I had some money, I spoke with her. And when I gave her the money, she said, wow, what a God-fearing man. But brother, the money that I gave to him, it was cursed. Every time when I give someone money, I am supposed to say this in my heart. I am giving you my poverty and I am giving you my bad luck. I am giving you the spirits that are chasing me. We are trading. You are going to give me everything that is good about you. I can travel even for 500 kilometers to do these donations. If I do not do it, it becomes so hard even to sleep because I start to feel as if I am going crazy. The voices of my dead relatives, they get louder, they beat me. It is a sick game, my brother. I am sitting here today. I am tired. I'm so tired. I even want to die. My bank account is money, but deep down in my soul, it feels as if I am just a dead man. I want to repent. I really do. I want to go to church to throw everything away because I still have that oil bottle so that the pastor can burn it in a fire and give away every cent of this blood money. But I am terrified. Even that guy, he told me that he sees scary stuff in his mansion. That is why he's always hanging around a lot of women because he's scared of being alone. When he was in the hospital, he said that he did not want to scare me, but he was even seeing a dead person that was standing right close to the bed where I was. Please do not go out looking for Sandawana. Don't go to Zim to do rituals. I want you to tell your listeners this, even if you are struggling like the way that I was, because once you step into this world, the only way out is death, and we do not even know what will be waiting for us when we die. Yo, dear listeners, right there was a message that was sent to me by one of our dear brother. Let us speak with our brother in the comment section. Strange things indeed, they do happen in this world.